Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you something powerful, something that might hit a little deeper than you expect. When was the last time you stayed silent? Not because you were weak, not because you didn't know what to say, not because you were afraid to speak, but because you were done giving people access to your energy. Because you were tired of explaining yourself to people who never listened, tired of defending yourself to people who twisted every word, tired of giving chances to people who kept proving they didn't deserve your presence. Think about it, because that moment when you finally stopped talking taught people more about you than every argument, every explanation, every long message you ever sent. Silence is not surrender. Silence is not defeat. Silence is not avoidance. Silence is a message delivered with discipline, dignity, and self-respect. It is the moment you choose yourself over chaos. It is the moment you stop trying to fix what someone else keeps breaking. It is the moment you say, without saying anything, "I won't let you treat me this way anymore." The truth is, silence is a boundary. Silence is a mirror. Silence is a test. When someone can no longer read you, when they can't predict you, when they can't pull reactions out of you, they begin to reveal who they truly are. The people who respect you will step up. The people who value you will correct themselves. The people who care will come closer with honesty and effort. And the people who only benefited from your openness, your softness, your availability, they will get angry, confused, defensive, distant. Silence exposes intentions faster than words ever could. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you choose silence, you are choosing to protect the color of your spirit instead of letting someone else stain it. When you choose silence, you are choosing control over reaction. When you choose silence, you finally begin to understand your own worth in a way their behavior never allowed you to. People treat you based on what you allow. People respect you based on the standards you enforce. People stay in your life based on the boundaries you uphold. And nothing enforces a boundary like silence. Silence is clarity. Silence is discipline. Silence is strength. And the moment you use it with purpose, people start revealing whether they ever valued you or only valued what you provided. Some people will try to guilt trip you into talking again. Some will pretend nothing happened. Some will push your buttons hoping you react. But the ones who genuinely care, the ones who are meant to stay in your life, they will take your silence as a sign they must treat you better, speak to you better, approach you better, and respect you better. So today, we are breaking down how silence teaches people how to treat you. Not from a place of bitterness, not from a place of ego, but from a place of self-control, self-worth, and emotional mastery. This is the level of inner strength Stoics lived by, the kind that refuses to let anyone disturb your peace without your permission, the kind that says, "I can stay silent longer than you can stay comfortable." Before we move on, I want you to declare your power. Drop this affirmation in the comments right now. My silence is strength, and I decide who gets my energy. Number 1. Silence reveals who actually respects you. If you want to see who truly respects you, stop talking for a while. Not out of anger, not to punish anyone, not to manipulate, but simply to give yourself space. Watch what happens. People who only respond when you entertain them will disappear. People who rely on your reactions for validation will become irritated. People who only see you as an emotional punching bag will go find a new target. But people who respect you, people who genuinely value your presence, they will notice the shift. They will feel the distance, and they will step forward with clarity, care, and accountability. Respect is seen in effort. Silence exposes effort. That's why this tool is so powerful. When you stop over-explaining, over-giving, and over-responding, you stop training people to take advantage of your kindness. Many people get used to you being available, understanding, forgiving, patient, and responsive. They assume you will always be there, no matter how they behave. Your silence removes that illusion. It forces them to face the truth. Access to you is earned, not owed. And that realization shakes them more than any argument ever could. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." In other words, don't rush to defend yourself. Don't rush to correct someone's wrong perspective. Let them think whatever they want. Your silence is not about proving them right or wrong. It is about choosing peace over pointless conversations. It is about valuing yourself more than their misunderstanding. Here's the part people underestimate. Silence is not the absence of communication. It is a different form of communication, loud, sharp, and unforgettable. When someone disrespects you and you respond with silence, you deliver a message that hits deeper than any insult. I am no longer available for mistreatment. And the people who respect you will adjust. They will listen without being defensive. They will ask without demanding. They will approach without arrogance. They will communicate without games. They will make changes because they value your presence more than their pride. But the ones who don't respect you, they will get angry at your silence because they can no longer use you. They will call you cold because you stopped giving them emotional warmth. They will say you changed because they can no longer control you. They will try to provoke you because their ego cannot handle losing the attention you once gave freely. Good. Let them reveal themselves. Your silence uncovers truth. Your silence filters your circle. Your silence protects your spirit. And the moment you see someone react negatively to your silence, take note, you just uncovered someone who never deserved your voice to begin with. Silence doesn't just teach others how to treat you, it teaches you how to treat yourself.
Number 2. Silence builds standards without you having to explain them. Silence works as a boundary because it forces others to face the reality that you will not tolerate behavior that disrespects your spirit. When you stop reacting to excuses, excuses die. When you stop entertaining disrespect, disrespect ends. When you stop responding to manipulation, manipulation fails. Your silence becomes the standard, and people adjust themselves based on how much they want to remain connected to you. This is why silence is not passive or weak. It is intentional self-respect in action. It shows others that if they want a place in your life, they must rise to the level of your expectations instead of pulling you down to theirs. The Stoics understood this deeply. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." Silence is that bravery. It is the courage to walk away from nonsense. Nonsense that once kept you drained, confused, and emotionally restricted. When you choose silence, you are choosing freedom. You are showing people that your peace is not up for negotiation. Those who truly value you will respond with maturity, accountability, and respect, because they understand what your silence means. You are no longer tolerating anything that lowers your worth. You don't have to scream boundaries. You don't have to convince anyone to treat you right. You don't have to beg for basic decency. Your silence teaches all of that without a single word. People who care will adjust quickly. They will notice when you become quiet. They will evaluate their own actions instead of attacking your reaction. They will approach you with sensitivity instead of entitlement. These individuals recognize that your silence is a signal that something needs to change, and they will rise to the challenge because keeping you in their life matters to them. But those who never respected you will reveal themselves through irritation, dismissiveness, or sudden distance. They'll accuse you of being dramatic, stubborn, or difficult, because your silence exposes their lack of effort. They don't want to change. They want you to stay exactly where they can control you. Let them fall away. Their reaction is proof they were never aligned with your growth. Remember this: silence doesn't push the right people away. It pushes the wrong ones out of your life faster. And your standards become stronger every time you choose calm over chaos. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. My silence sets the standard for how others treat me.
Number 3. Silence exposes intentions faster than confrontation ever will. Silence reveals truth because it removes the distractions that words create. When you quiet your responses, you allow people to reveal their real priorities. Anyone can talk. Anyone can promise. Anyone can say they care. But silence forces them to show what they feel, not just perform it. When you step back, you give them space to choose effort without being pushed, and that choice exposes who they truly are. This is why silence is a powerful filter. It separates people who value you from those who only valued what they could take from you. The Stoics taught that reality becomes clear when we detach from noise. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you remove your voice from situations that drain you, you allow the truth of the other person's thoughts, motives, and character to reveal itself through action or absence. Silence shows who seeks clarity. It shows who steps forward without needing attention. It shows who makes effort when there is no benefit. It also shows who disappears the moment they no longer have access to your energy. People who are genuine won't be confused by your silence. They will check in. They will ask if you are okay. They will show accountability and remain steady because their intentions never depended on your constant availability. Meanwhile, those whose intentions were selfish will fade, lash out, or blame you. They depended on your emotional reactions to maintain control, and silence removes that power. Without your attention, they lose interest because you were never what they valued, your reaction was. This is why you must use silence wisely, not as a punishment, but as a mirror. It uncovers loyalty. It exposes hidden motives. It reveals commitment. It shows you who acts out of love versus who acts out of convenience. And once you see the truth,
You can make decisions based on clarity rather than wishful thinking. Silence frees you from illusions that once kept you stuck in cycles of overgiving and under-receiving. When you stop speaking, their real colors appear.
Number 4. Silence builds respect because it shows you don't need approval to stand firm. Silence strengthens your presence because it proves you are not driven by the need to please, persuade, or chase validation. When you hold your ground without explaining yourself, people start to see you differently. They recognize that you are not easily influenced, not easily shaken, and not easily manipulated. Respect grows when you show that your peace is not up for negotiation. Seneca taught, "He who is brave is free." Your silence demonstrates bravery, the courage to step back instead of begging, the courage to protect your boundaries instead of letting them crumble, and the courage to walk away when someone treats you carelessly. Respect cannot exist without boundaries, and silence is the strongest boundary you possess. It communicates that you refuse to reward disrespect with access. When you stop talking, people are forced to evaluate their actions. They feel the consequences of their choices instead of being shielded by your patience. Silence shows that you don't fear losing people who don't honor you. It sends a message that you won't tolerate inconsistency, excuses, or emotional games. People who once assumed you would always be available start to rethink their behavior because your silence interrupts their comfort. It forces them to understand that access to you is earned, not guaranteed. And the moment they realize they cannot control you with attention, emotion, or guilt, their respect increases, if they are capable of respect at all. Silence also protects your dignity. It keeps you from oversharing, over-explaining, or defending your worth to anyone who doesn't deserve that level of access. When you respond less, you observe more. When you speak less, you think clearer. When you pause, you regain your power. People respect those who control their emotions instead of reacting impulsively. Silence is a sign of discipline. It shows you are guided by intention, not impulse. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. My silence commands respect because I honor myself first.
Number 5. Silence protects your energy and reveals who drains you. Silence is not just a boundary. It is a filter that separates people who value your presence from those who only want to use your attention. When you stop talking, when you stop giving constant reassurance, when you stop pouring into people who never poured back into you, their reactions become the truth you were missing. Some will respect your need for space. Some will check on you. Some will approach with care. But others will withdraw because they can no longer feed off your energy. Silence exposes who was there for genuine connection and who was only there for convenience. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." By choosing silence, you reclaim your mind from noise, drama, and emotional parasites. When you choose stillness, you cut off emotional supply from people who drain your strength, your confidence, your clarity. Silence stops the cycle of overgiving. It stops the pattern of you always being the one who tries, initiates, fixes, and rescues. When the silence begins, the truth surfaces. You notice who reaches out without wanting anything. You notice who respects your boundaries instead of pushing them. You notice who gets angry because you are no longer feeding their ego. Silence reveals every hidden intention. You don't have to confront anyone. You don't have to start arguments. You don't have to seek explanations. You simply observe. And those observations give you the wisdom to protect your heart without feeling guilty. Silence also restores your internal power because it gives you space to think without interruption. When you step back, you can finally hear your own thoughts instead of being drowned by others' expectations. Your soul becomes calmer, your decisions become sharper, and your life becomes lighter. When you stop giving your energy away freely, you stop shrinking yourself for people who were never meant to stay. Silence is your shield. It keeps you from being drained and keeps your spirit aligned with people who deserve your presence.
Number 6. Silence builds undeniable self-respect and strength. Silence is not weakness. Silence is not avoidance. Silence is the language of someone who has finally learned to choose dignity over desperation. When you stop arguing, when you stop defending yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you, when you stop proving your worth to anyone who refuses to see it, you rise to a level of power most people never experience. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." And nothing requires more bravery than refusing to be controlled by emotions, reactions, or approval from others. Silence is courage in its purest form, because it shows that you don't need noise to stand strong. You don't need validation to feel whole. You don't need constant reassurance to understand your own value. When you stay silent, you walk away from the chaos that once kept you small. You stop falling into emotional traps. You stop letting people push your buttons. You stop allowing anyone to pull you out of character. Silence builds self-respect because every moment you choose calm over conflict, you tell yourself that your peace matters more than their drama. You show yourself that your energy is sacred. You prove to yourself that you are no longer willing to be disturbed by people who contribute nothing to your growth. And that internal shift is where true power begins. Silence also teaches others exactly how to treat you. When you no longer entertain disrespect, when you refuse to respond to manipulation, when you stop giving immediate access to your emotions, people quickly learn that they cannot handle you casually. They must approach you with care, honesty, and respect, or not at all. Silence becomes your standard. It becomes your strength. It becomes your shield against anything that threatens your peace. And once you build that foundation, nobody can take it from you. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. My silence is strength, and my strength commands respect.
Number 7. Silence filters out every person who never deserved access to you. Silence is a gatekeeper. It exposes people faster than confrontation ever could. When you stop giving instant replies, instant attention, and instant emotional comfort, you reveal who was only around for convenience, who was only around for benefit, and who was only around because you made everything too easy. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." In other words, don't fear being misunderstood when you choose distance. Anyone who deserves a place in your life will respect your quiet, not punish you for it. Anyone who values you will stay consistent, not vanish the moment you stop pouring into them. Silence is the perfect test because it removes your effort from the equation and forces people to show their true attitude. If someone disappears the moment you stop initiating, that person was never real. If someone becomes irritated when you establish space, that person was using your energy, not appreciating it. If someone becomes cold, distant, or passive-aggressive because you stopped chasing, they were relying on your effort to hold the connection together, and your silence simply revealed the truth. Silence also draws out the people who genuinely care. These are the ones who check in without being prompted, who reach out without you begging, who show support without you asking. They don't need to be entertained, persuaded, or impressed. They show up because their intentions are sincere. Silence doesn't push away the right people. Silence pushes away the wrong ones. It clears the room. It removes the noise. It wipes away the illusions. It strips relationships down to their purest form. Action over words, consistency over excuses, and truth over performance. And once you see who remains, you know exactly who deserves you and who never did. Number 8. Silence builds a level of self-respect that others can feel without you saying a word. Silence isn't just a boundary, it's a message, a calm, firm declaration that you know your worth and you refuse to negotiate it. When you step back and choose stillness over chaos, you begin to rebuild the relationship you have with yourself. You stop explaining your value and start embodying it. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When your thoughts become grounded, disciplined, and focused, your silence becomes magnetic. People can sense when you've shifted from desperation to dignity, from confusion to clarity, from insecurity to inner strength. Silence raises your standards in a way that doesn't need announcements or explanations. You stop chasing validation because you finally realize the only approval that matters comes from within. Silence teaches you patience. Silence teaches you emotional control. Silence teaches you how to respond with intention instead of impulse. And that emotional discipline becomes a force that people respect, even fear, because most people don't know how to master themselves. They live in reactivity, but you're moving with purpose. When you stop over-explaining, you stop apologizing for your needs. When you stop arguing with people who are committed to misunderstanding you, you reclaim your time. When you stop answering every message, every call, every attempt to disrupt your balance, you reclaim your identity. Silence puts you back at the center of your own life. It gives you space to think clearly, to feel deeply, and to decide who deserves the privilege of knowing you. And that is what changes everything. Your quiet reminds others that access to you is earned, not freely given. So never be afraid to withdraw, to pause, to breathe, to protect your peace at all costs. Your silence is not empty. It is full of strength, awareness, and self-respect. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. My silence is my power, and I honor it every day. If you made it to the end of this video, then hear me clearly. Silence is not weakness. Silence is not retreat. Silence is not surrender. Silence is wisdom. Silence is strength. Silence is the shield that guards your energy and the mirror that reveals everyone's true intentions. When you pull back, you don't lose anyone who truly values you. You only lose the ones who were feeding off your light without giving anything back. That is not loss. That is protection. That is redirection. That is growth. The Stoics understood this deeply. They knew that the one who controls their emotions controls the entire situation. And today, you learned that your silence teaches people exactly how to treat you, with respect, with care, with intention. Never forget that your peace is priceless, your standards matter, and your boundaries are non-negotiable. You don't need to shout to be powerful. You don't need to argue to be understood. You don't need to chase to be valued. Stand firm, move with purpose, protect your energy like it's sacred, because it is.